Good morning, cuties. I'm going for a morning walk before work. Normally we walk Luna at this time, but Brian took her to doggy daycare today because we have some folks coming to do an annual inspection on our furnace. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, I'm walking in the forest. I like to try to come here about once a week just because I love it so much. And it's Earth Month. I'm trying to connect with the earth more. Basically, from now till we leave for England, I'm very busy. And it's been like this for a while. Still trying to find that good balance. Take things one day at a time. Schedule my time out so that I'm not just doing a bunch of work at once. I'm doing little bits here and there and it adds up. That's my thing. That's my thing right now. I hope y'all are having great Aprils so far.
Turn on the lights, I feel blue. By 7 a.m., only 7 weeks through. Guess once again, I'll try my luck. Catching up to speed with my hummingbird heart. I wanna see your faces, nobody that I know.
Hey y'all, I'm recording some music for the next episode of Wow Signal, but it's freezing in Brian's booth because this booth used to be just like an old cellar, like a little cold little cement block. So I'm just in these cement walls and it's not even that cold outside. It's like 50 degrees, but man, oh man, is it freezing. So I've got my blanket on, I've got some tea, and I'm gonna do this silly little song about a goose walking on different planetary surfaces.
You said, baby, watch your head. Look at the crowd that love you now. What the one you'll be left for dead.
I unfortunately suffer from invasive thoughts, usually at night. Usually they creep into my head, can't stop thinking about them. A couple months ago, I had some really invasive thoughts where I was like, I'm really scared Luna is gonna not know that the glass door is closed and try to run through it and then break all the glass and we'll have to take her to the hospital and she'll never be the same. That was an invasive thought I had one night. It kept me up so much that I ended up getting on the internet and buying these like window decals so I can put them on the window. Come here, baby girl. I want Luna to watch me put them on so that she understands that I'm putting them on a closed door. Now the reason I'm finally putting them on is because on Eclipse Day, she tried to run through the closed door and she slammed into it. Luckily, she wasn't hurt. She did yelp and then like come back to me and like need to be hugged and stuff. No lasting damage. The window didn't break on her or anything like that. But oh my god, it was my worst fear coming to life. Could have been so much worse. So I'm finally putting them on. Do you see what I'm doing? I'm putting the birdies onto the window and you'll know that it's closed because you'll see the birdies. I want you to watch me do this, Luna. Luna, can you go up to the window? Go up to the window and look. You see that it's closed, right? Yeah. And you know it's closed because the birds are there. Do you understand? Okay, I'm really inspired by all the tulips and flowers coming up outside. So I painted my nails like peach and pink. I did a little alternating, just a little something to have fun and celebrate spring. Okay, while my nails are wet, I'm going to play some video games. Then I'm gonna make dinner. I have some tofu marinating right now. Then Brian is heading off to see a show with his friends, so I'm gonna have a night to myself. I have to finish my crochet homework because tomorrow I'm going to Sarah's house for a co-working day. Sarah's my friend who's been teaching me how to crochet. And I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish the vest tomorrow, but the front piece will be finished and the back piece will be finished. So then we just have to put them together and I think add some like whatever this is called. You know what I'm saying? Like this collar, a collar. It's been such a journey. I started in February. And then my only other plan is to take a bath. I'm listening to the audiobook of Belinda by Maria Edgeworth. Is it Maria or Mariah? I don't know. I can't remember. She's an author, a Regency era author who's around same time as Jane Austen, and Jane Austen actually read her books and loved them. But I learned about her because at work, I'm on a team called Zooniverse, and Zooniverse is this citizen science platform where like everyday people like you, me, anyone can go and help scientists gather data. And there's one project on there about Maria Edgeworth and her letters, and people can go on and like help transcribe her letters so that historians can know more about her. I went to a presentation by the two women who are running this project, and I was like, excuse me, what's the best book to start with if we want to read some of her books? And they said, Belinda. I'm like an hour into the audiobook. It's already like riveting. So I'm having so much fun. That will be the rest of my night.
Somebody catch me, I've gone blind. Can't see for all the stars in my eyes. No more emotion, I'm all drive. Till I get this splinter out of my side. Check this out. Soon every string surrounding these wooden legs and arms will crumble like a cloud of smoke and send this puppet down.
I do hope that more peppers pop up. There's only 3 right now, and I planted 2 seeds in each of these cups, so I'm like, hey, where are you guys? Look at that safe little door. Anything that keeps my baby girl safe.
Shine on your light, it's now or never. And you said, baby, watch your head. Look at the crowd that love you now.
You do it. So cute. I love it. I have to do the ribbing, that word I couldn't think of last night. I don't know when to turn it off. Look who it is. That's me.
Shine on your light, it's now or never. And you said, baby, watch your head. Look at the crowd that love you now. They love you. All of you, they love you. Look at the crowd that love you now. Come on, you, they love you.
And then don't let it go. Little.
Guess what? Brian and I are about to do a show together.
Yeah,
We're about to do some comedy and make each other giggle.
and there will be an audience there too.
Yeah, it's not just us for nobody. But yeah, we're opening for a group called the Buzzards, and it's my team called Little Tooties, but Brian's gonna play with us tonight. Brian's much better at improv than me, so.
Yeah, it's true.
Did anyone in the entire city doubt the energy and intelligence and
This crowded room has 100 ghosts, but it's your pretty green eyes that please me the most.
Look at this doggy, beautiful. But look at these two! Unreal! We're about to walk Luna, and there she is. Hi, cutie. She's pressing her toy against me. Okay, I have things to say. Let me collect my thoughts. I'm going to bring this bag, and we're gonna make it a stick walk. I'm gonna gather sticks while we walk because we're gonna put together our raised garden bed, and we need to line the bottom of it with like sticks and stuff. So stick walk. I'm gonna be stick girl, not trash girl today, but stick girl. These guys are falling over on their last leg, so I'm gonna snip them and bring them inside.
Something tells me I'd be content to be trapped. A fleeting look and there goes my breath. But no pleasure comes without consequence. Tell me, is this for the moment, or do you really think we can last? Boy, I really need to know. I don't have time to be played like that. Oh, suddenly you're reaching for my hand, and every sturdy brick crumbles to sand. So let your bones show, let your bones show. Won't have to
I have some more seeds. I had this bag of seeds that my friend Errol sent me forever ago of some cosmos. I think I've literally had them sitting there for 2 years, so who knows if it'll even sprout. But I figured I'd plant some, and then I planted a few mammoth sunflowers and red sunflowers. Oh yes! There's another pepper sprout. Okay, phew. Look at that. Okay, phew. So we'll have maybe 4 peppers. Right, what did you think of Leviathan Wait? Because I never gave everyone an update.
Oh, I liked it. I mean, my experience was that I had already watched the yeah, so I thought
You'd already watched The Expanse.
I had watched the first season of The Expanse, so it was kind of the experience where I was like, okay, yeah, I remember this. So there was no, I didn't get the fun of having any revelations, but that's okay. It's a good sci-fi series, I think. Kind of like military sci-fi stuff, you know? It's not like my favorite genre, but I enjoyed it.
I agree. I had fun, but it did take me a long time to follow everything and really commit. But by the end, I was very committed to the characters. Just picked up all of Luna's toys, and of course she's gonna pull them all out again. All right. Okay, I took a shower because I was covered in dirt. I made a drink. It's just ginger beer with some splash of Aperol in it, which has been my favorite drink these days. I'm gonna read this book. This was on my spring TBR list. Couldn't find it anywhere. There's no audiobook for it. It wasn't at the library. I contacted my local bookstore and they were like, we don't have that. It's a rare book. So they sent me to alibris.com. Alibris? How do you say that? Which I've never used before, but it was amazing. It's a site for independent bookstores around the country to use. I think this came to me from Colorado. And then I went ahead and bought a bunch of other books on there because they're like, you know, $2, $3 from independent bookstores all around the country. It's really cute. Let me know if y'all use it. I also really like bookshops.org, but sometimes they don't have the books I'm looking for. But Alibris seems to have everything. Under the Cornish Sky, it's been on my list for forever. I just started it. It's moving pretty quickly. I finished Vampires of El Norte last night, and overall I gave it about 3.5, 4 out of 5 stars. I had fun, and I am going to read her other book, Hacienda, but I will say there were a lot of sections that kind of like went on and on with really repetitive internal dialogue, and I was like, this is a little boring. And also I was a little disappointed with some of the vampire stuff. It is a vampire story, but through the lens of the American invasion of Mexico. Before that was Demon Copperhead, which was just unbelievable. It was so good front to back. 5 out of 5 stars. I was nervous to read it because I had heard it was so bleak, but I didn't find it bleak because the writing was so like beautiful and fast and funny. So I just like, I could not put it down, which is the way I'd heard it described from a lot of people. It was like, I heard 2 things. One of the best books I've ever read, / really bleak. Some people had to take breaks. I did not feel like I had to take a break. There was one part of the story that I kind of skimmed the paragraphs because I was so anxious reading it. But other than that, I just thought it was like so inspiring. Somebody commented on one of my videos saying that it inspired them to write again, and it inspired me too to change my book that I've been writing or workshopping to be in the first person, because I was like, oh yeah, when you write in the first person you have so much freedom to be funny and like have a lot of character. Yes, it was about the opioid crisis, but like the way Demon told the story was just, every single line was funny. Everything was so descriptive and rich. Cannot recommend it enough. We're gonna order burritos and sit out back, maybe light some candles back here and just enjoy this beautiful weather. All I have left to do are the armholes.
I will explain that.
It looks good.
Thank you.
Even without the armholes done.
I know.
What your daddy doing? Give him a kiss. so beautiful out right now. I'm so happy to spend mornings outside again. The sun is rising. Today I'm getting my hair cut and colored, which is great. I really need it bad. It's at 1 o'clock. I think I'll just try and enjoy the outdoors as much as possible until then.
More than a trick of the light. Guess you were just one more drop into the blue.
Fifth pepper pot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I've been hanging out outside all day. It's so nice, but I have to get in the car and go get my hair cut. Next week, there will be no Wednesday vlog because Monday is Earth Day and I'm taking the day off. I'm documenting my day and editing it and posting it all in one day to celebrate 4 years of vlogging on this channel. So I'll see y'all next Monday. I'm early to my hair appointment, so I figured I'd use this opportunity just to update you on the audiobooks I've been listening to. So I'm still on my Regency romance kick. I finished The Other Bennett Sister. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. It was just a little too long and a little bit too much like, oh no, nobody would ever look at Mary the way that they looked at her sisters. You know what I mean? But other than that, it was really fun. Then I listened to book 2 in the Ladies Guide series. So it was Ladies Guide to Scandal. Loved it. It was so much fun. My only complaint is that the audiobook narrator went a little over the top doing silly voices for all the characters. Like at times it felt like she was narrating like a children's book. And I know it's a romantic comedy, but I felt like the comedy was placed into these silly voices, which like made it really hard to connect with the book in a lot of ways. Otherwise, great fun book. Now I'm just plowing through Belinda and I'm like 6 hours in. It's not a Regency romance as far as I can tell. It's more about the relationship between these two women who are learning from each other. But it's fun to just listen to an author from Regency times who's not Jane Austen. Brian and I listened to Welcome to the Hunam Dong Bookshop and it was so great. It was just so cozy. It was a warm hug, just a warm slice of life following the first 2 years of this woman opening a bookshop and making friends and relationships bloom. And also it's a book about books. It just celebrates books and like how books bring people together. Books change people's lives. It was so good. And now Brian and I are listening to The Stationery Shop and we're learning a lot about Iran and those conflicts that occurred in the 1950s, which I don't know a lot about. So I'll keep y'all updated on that. Okay, now I'm gonna go in because it got so hot so fast. It's like 80 degrees today. Here I go.
No, I'm not what you thought you needed.